gonna leave that open so I can find it easier. Like, I know a zombie can get in there, but I'm not that worried about that. I'm gonna look anyways. Yep, zombie. Still working on it. Let's see. Mr. Lamprey says, I personally love it. It gives you a chance to get some use out of the torches for once. Damn near impossible stream though. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like, for me, playing that mode sounds really good. For me, streaming that, I'm like, it sounds like it's gonna be an absolutely terrible viewing experience. Cause like we did on our def run, we had a day I got caught out at night in a tropical storm in the game. And that was one of the most terrifying times in Project Zomboid, because like we were just standing there, it's like I can't see, like I can't get home, I can't go anywhere, like, we can see nothing. We're deaf, so we can't hear anything. And like literally, my character said the entire night just holding the weapon over their head, just like I'm hoping I see a green outline before it grabs me, because that's all I have to work with. Oh yeah, like, and it's funny. I've had a number of people like, both on like Reddit and as well as on here who popped in. It's like, oh, you're using a short blade, like you basically are just you're killing yourself. There's no way, and it's like, no, you don't understand. Short blades are fine, my friend. They are, they are peachy in the game right now. Are they meta? No, certainly not. But they have their place where they hold up super well. Because a lot of those the same individuals are like, oh no, you have to use the axe. Like, why would you ever use something other than axe? Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I love one-shotting stuff with the axe too. Good times, I agree. But also, you use the axe for like 5 seconds, your character's like, no, I need a nap. Vevictus? I'm not familiar with Vevictus. Yeah, I wouldn't say I use my knives as my primary. I actually still consider like my fallback weapon. It's just, you know, you get stuck in your fallback weapons so much that they become your favorite. And it's just because like you just run out of steam with all the other weapons, so it's like, well, I can either stop fighting for 5 minutes while my character rests, or I can just keep fighting with a knife. Ah, gotcha. So it's someone who hasn't played in a while. Okay. That's probably why I don't recognize the name, because I'm still, relatively speaking, I'm still new to the Project Zomboid community. Like, I think it was October that Trustin raided me, and that was like my first proper introduction to anyone in the community, and then, the community's awesome, so we just kept getting into it more and more. Yep, I absolutely... Yeah, I absolutely am one of the people that's like, what is the best weapon in the game? Like, alright, that's going to be subjective, not objective. Like, there are pros and cons with all of them. They all have their places they do well and the places they do crap. And for me, it's short blunt's like the place, like, short blunt is, I'm not terrible at anything, which is good. I'm not great at anything, but I'm not bad at anything, which is not a bad place to be. And getting a hold of them is pretty easy. Versus, like, anything else, you can find a major negative in the weapon. Like spears, it's their durability. You have axes, the stam use is ridiculous. Long blunt can be a mix of stam use as well as that. You look at long blade, it's how rare they are. Short blades, it's usually range is pretty rough on most of the short blades. Outside the hunting knife, the damage is pretty terrible on most short blades. Like, the hunting knife is still only decent, not fantastic damage. Thank you for the follow. Dangercopter. What's, oh, Dangercopter. I can read words. Dangercopter, welcome to the stream. Words are hard. Dangercopter. I mean, actually, I'm down with Dangercopter as well. It's like the edgy kindergartner helicopter. It's the Dangercopter. Oh, you're gonna be a wreck. I got soup. You might not be a wreck. Don't be a wreck. You're probably a wreck. I don't want you. I want you, fire truck, to not be a wreck. Can you do that for me, fire truck? Can you not be a wreck? Because if you're not a wreck, you've been something I've been looking for a long time. Pretty sure it's a wreck though, because I think it's qualified as on the road, and other than like 2 or 3 of these very specific events, every car I find in the road is a wreck. Outside of there's a place where there's a whole bunch of like burnt up cars, and then they'll have random cars screwed about. Usually you can find a couple of good cars in there, but just any random place in the road, almost always a wreck. Almost always. I've been called worse. No, that's fine. It's danger. Like, I got its Dangercopter. For some reason, it's just like the 3 threw me off. I'm like, dang, copter? It's like, right. That has a different pronunciation there. Oh, you're gonna be a wreck, aren't you? Don't break my heart. Okay, was just wishing my wife a good night. It's a wreck. I knew it was gonna be a wreck. I wanted to not to be a wreck so badly. Yeah, see, like, this is the reason I won't wear the firefighter jacket. Combat speed modifier, 0.9? No. No. Weirdly, the fire truck has a whole bunch of stuff in it for lighting fires. So, one thing that's good about this, though, is I can potentially drag... You know what? We're going to do it. Actually, first, let's check, make sure we don't have zombie packs right up here. But I'm going to tow that truck, if we can, down towards the entrance of the trailer park. And we're not going to do it right now, but when we go and say, like, okay, this area is clear. Yeah, it's called a fire truck, not a firefighter truck. You are correct. There was one zombie. Okay, the other zombie climbed inside. Oh, fine, whatever. You'll figure it out. There you go. Yeah, so my plan is clear out all the zombies we see, and then we don't really see anymore. We can take the fire truck out front, turn on the sirens and all that. Okay. Now, once upon a time, this this car here was a really good job at towing things. We've beaten the hell out of it since then, so not feeling as confident, but we'll see what happens. This isn't bad. But we will probably draw zombies to us because this uses more RPM, so it is what it is. But the plan is I want to drop this at the entrance of the trailer park, and then when we do feel like the place is clear that we're like, alright, we would normally get ready to say like, there's nothing here. Pop on some sirens, regret our decisions, and carry on with our lives. I mean, if I'm being honest, this is one of the things I haven't done a lot of in Project Zomboid, even after 1,000 hours, is taking the time to like take a vehicle that's in terrible shape and work at fixing it all up. Because you're not wrong, I am specifically looking for one. It's just, I would probably find like an ambulance or something that's already in relatively good shape and like top it off kind of thing. Oh, there's a zombie down here. It does match my hat. I don't even remember where I got my hat. Because we certainly didn't get to a fire department yet. I think it was a house that was burnt down, there was firefighters at it or something, or it was something of that nature. I was mostly just trying to pull it to not be there if I ever go to cross through in a car. Having it in a parking spot, even if it's crooked and awful, is still good. Just because it means I don't have to worry about it. Let's be quick, there's zombies coming from like both sides of us. Okay. Yeah, we've been killing so many zombies. Okay, do you already have gas new? Because if so, I don't need to add any. You do not. So I'm gonna take 1 tank gas and put in the fire truck. That way, when I go to use its sirens, I can just start the engine, so I'm not draining its battery. Because if we drain the battery, you know, when the battery runs out, it's done. Check the battery because I never bothered to. Alright, battery's all but spent, so let's just let it idle for a little while, recharge that battery. Okay, and I'm gonna honk a horn. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Yep. And actually, like, during the cold weather, if the cars aren't run a bunch, the batteries can just drain naturally. So it's really good to have a car charger that you can, like, have a sports battery, a heavy battery, and a regular battery that you charge up. So when you're looking for other cars, you can just bring the batteries with you in the trunk of your car or whatever, and swap the batteries out. Or you just take whatever car that you have that can actually tow stuff well, and just tow it home and then deal with all that kind of stuff back home. Yeah, so I'm just leaving it idling because it'll recharge the battery gradually. Because one of the things you can do is if I were to run the sirens without doing that, it just drain the battery, that 10% would be gone, and then the sirens just turn off. And then just to start the vehicle to even charge the battery, I'd need to take the battery out or replace it. So it makes it very difficult to recharge a dead battery, unless you use a battery charger. Downside is because it's a wreck, it's going to keep stalling as well. Oh, hand axe. Like a hand axe. That hand axe doesn't even look like it's stuck, it's just sitting on his shoulder. Oh, that engine power. That engine power is actually pretty high up there. .480 is no joke. Quality 97. Why do you like this game? Ah, small gas tank. Okay. Either way, that truck has a pretty solid engine. The whole truck is in dire straits, but it does have a pretty solid engine. I don't want to be there that close to the trees. What about you? Yeah, see, like, that's more what I expect, is just a crap engine. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is what stuff can drop in the zombies and all that does change over time. So, like, you can find katanas, but you can't find them until 2 months in, that kind of thing. Well, that's lame. I don't find, like, I think we've probably found less hand axes than katanas, if I'm not mistaken. It feels that way. I'm probably wrong. No, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, because I've used a couple of hand axes for trees and that. Yeah, I would say we're not finding axes particularly often. Which is one of the things with axes. None of the axes are particularly common. They're not long blade rare, but they're one of the more rare weapon types. Alright, I accept that fire truck's just going to be a pain in the butt. That's fine. We'll deal with the fire truck whenever we decide we want to actually start doing a bunch of that. So we just keep making noise at the entrance of the park. Try and draw as much as we can out. Just make sure nothing's sneaking up on us. I think it's time. Let's just start blasting. I just need to get to one side of him. fine. I don't like wasting shotgun shells on individual zombies, but you're all gonna be this way. Oh, 5 push-ups from Burn Inside. So I'll do that in just a minute. Oh yeah, that happens. You're like, you'll have fought like hundreds and hundreds of zombies. Like 2 will run over your character, like, oh god, panic, and you're like, dude, really? Now we are getting nauseous from the number of bodies. That's fine. That's not unexpected. Okay, forgot this would be just because I have the alarm or the radio blasting out. They will keep being attracted to the truck. That's fine. She should have the thrilled noodle by now. Trying to group them all back up again. We'll start shooting them more. So we gotta start bunching them up again because we're getting too spread out. It's always my big thing with the shotguns, like I really want to get them all bunched up so they constantly will start spreading out as you start hitting them. The shotgun might break before we actually get through all the zombies. I am actually in Eastern Standard Time, U.S., so it is about 4 a.m. for me. And suddenly the number of zombies in the area seems to be way lower than it was a moment ago. I couldn't imagine what happened. Come on, get back up. Alright, so this poor shotgun is pretty close to being done. That said, I think it racked up like a good 500-600 kills or something on it. Like, it got a lot of kills for us. And it made the area way quieter. About 2.6k, give or take a little bit. Oh, of course. There we are. Alright, so let's, you have to sleep. They won't know what unit we went into.